Guys, I'm going to show you this mount I bought for the Insta360 camera. I got this off Amazon. It's a knockoff. There's a more known brand used in media circles to hold mounts for lighting and stuff. And this is a cheaper alternative. Usually I say you get what you pay for, but the price difference was such, and the reviews seemed to be genuine. So I'm going to give this a shot. This seems like it'll hold pretty good. They also, when you have these Insta360, the higher up you go, you know, the more it can be an issue. So I'm going to start probably lower, and I've got it right in front of me and kind of watch if the wind is blowing it. And then I'm going to do a couple of runs higher and higher, and then we'll see how all that footage looks, and I'll see if it's worth sharing. But that's the brand name there. Focus.
Hey guys, Ramblin' Man Moto. It's 85 degrees here today. Today was project day. Had an ATV that needed a new battery. We got 5 years out of it. It had some acid on it. I decided to go ahead and replace it. And of course that stuff takes time. And then had these engine guards I put on, the Indian. Not sure if I'll be able to tell a difference because I'm not stopping real often, but when I stop in traffic I might notice. But I don't know if that'll be today. I'm also testing this new Insta360 mount. I put that on when the bike was leaning, and then of course when I get on it and straighten it up, it's right in front of me. So I'm not going to keep it there too long, but I want to play around with that. And then I got these flying eyes in. These are still just the non-prescription bifocals with readers. And, you know, these don't move as much, or maybe at all. But I really wanted them for my other helmet, and they seem to move more. They're both Shoei helmets. So anyhow, we're going to go out, maybe fly the drone today too. I'm expecting some boats to be out on Lake Anna, so that might be nice, but we'll see. I'll see you on the road. This is Ramblin' Man back on the road. Again, I'm not going to keep this Insta360 camera where it is too long, but I did want to check stability with this new mount. I noticed even when I had it on before with the other mount, when I edited the footage, there seemed to be a lot of shaking that I don't see on the GoPro. And the GoPro is mounted to my helmet, and even the one on the handlebar doesn't tend to show too much like that. And I think it was the mount, but we'll see. We'll see how it gets on with this thicker mount. I'm gonna actually stop a couple of times and adjust the angle. We'll call this angle 1, where basically I have the mount just barely not sure what that was actually, if that was a log or an animal. I'm going in a direction the opposite of Lake Anna, which is where I may end up later today, just because there's good spots for me to stop and do equipment changes and do a couple of back and forths. I think this has been the warmest day of the year. I could be wrong about that, but either way, I would expect there to be a lot of boats and bikes out today. Alright guys, I think I'm going to switch this Insta360 up just a little. All right, take it a little higher this time. All right, we got it much higher. You can kind of see there. We'll see how this does. This car will get up the road. I could possibly make it here. All right. Also, I've noticed I'm wearing these flying eyes, and in this helmet, I don't even think about them. They seem to be doing pretty good. I wish the right side was just a little bit tighter on my ear, and these don't really move. And it's a real hassle to try on their frames, because I tried contacting a retail store in Charlottesville, tried by phone, went straight to voicemail, no response. Tried email, no response. I tried Flying Eyes to ask them, you know, do they tend to send full frames to their retailers? And again, they gave me a sales pitch for paying for the privilege to try on their frames by mail, which I've already done once. You know, I've already done that once, and I don't really want to do it again. I think that's one of the downsides to their approach. Lens crafters, you can order frames, prescription lenses, and if you don't like them, return them in 30 days for a full refund. These guys, you can order frames and get a refund in 30 days. But if you order a prescription, you're keeping them, or you got to take out the frames, or I mean take out the lenses. So I can see that Insta camera looks like it's oh Lord, I hope that cop didn't give me a hard time about this camera blocking the view. I can see this Insta360 camera is really bouncing when I hit some bumps. Man, the slowest exit in the world. I can see that Insta is bouncing, but I'm hoping with the stabilization that's on it that'll turn out okay in editing. One of the things I need to work on is probably getting a better editing software. I use iMovie, and I use Insta's software for the Insta clips. I tried using some free download for the first time over the weekend, and I have to admit I was a bit flustered because I imported some clip, one of my old clips, and I couldn't figure anything out. And usually I'm a pretty quick study on the software stuff, and it was like I imported a clip, I tried to do a couple things with it, and it would freeze up. Like, I could tell nothing was happening, but I could quit and I could delete. But when I tried to like highlight something and add some effects, I was able to add an effect, but I couldn't figure out how to split it. So I might have to watch some YouTube videos or read the actual manual. I think it came with one I downloaded too. I was hoping it would be kind of user friendly and I would just figure it out, you know, the basics pretty quickly, but not so much. That was a I can't remember the name of it. Somebody on some thread told me about it, I think on Facebook, and other people said they didn't like it because the learning curve was kind of steep, and this other guy was like, no, it's free and it's not that hard. If you guys do any of your own such editing, I'd love to know what it is. There's a guy that made some clips about iMovie, and man, he does some killer stuff. I don't even know how you realize iMovie will do some of that. I think I'm going to stop again and move this camera. Man, a lot of riders are out. All right, I'm going to pull over here again and maybe relocate this Insta camera to a different spot. Alright guys, back out on the road, testing this second position, we'll call this one. So we've had one position, two position, this will be actually third position. This is the third position. I can see it in my rear view. It's a lot of wind coming at us. It's shaking a little bit, but not drooping. And I'm going to stop at the same place and readjust it. And I roll these just to get some spare footage. I don't record whole rides. One, I get worried about it vibrating, but this mount seems much better than the thinner one. Seems to be holding up pretty good. I had to turn it pretty tight. All right, I'm gonna give this a shot. All right, I can't see that camera, so that doesn't make me too comfortable. So I'm probably not gonna go very far with it. And I think at some point I hit my mirror. Come on, car. I think I hit my mirror as well at some point in there. So we'll just see what this position looks like and see if the camera moved. I don't like it to not be able to see it. Park right here in the shade. No, nothing going on here. All right, that's the last one I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to ride to the church again so I can get some footage this way and play around with it. I think the thing is pretty stable. I may be even over tightening. I think when I'm getting on and off the bike from the right side, I'm hitting this mirror. This will be kind of my last test of the Insta, because I really just kind of want to ride. I think I'm always going to be second guessing this Insta mount. but I have a lot more confidence in this one than the other one. And my other one was the Insta brand, but I think they changed the design. Looks like mine's probably one of the earlier ones they created, even though I just bought this Insta kit probably a year ago. I think it had been out for a few years.